subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello and welcome to Health Live at Seniors Today. We are delighted to have here with us once again, perhaps for the 10th time or more, Dr. Monika Dass, who is a leading psychologist based in Aurangabad, or should I say Sambhaji Nagar. Dr. Das, as we know, is a chartered psychologist, a chartered scientist, and an associate fellow of the British Psychological Society. Professionally, she has counseled over nearly 20,000 individuals in a span of 23 years and has published several papers in both Indian and international journals. A trained pianist and a vocalist from the Trinity College of Music in London, Dr. Das has influenced many lives with a joyful learning of music. She has been actively involved in several popular musicals as The Sound of Music, Joseph and His Amazing Technicolour Dreamcoat, and so on. With her expertise in developing children through drama, she firmly believes that any extracurricular activity can help tap into one's potential and bring out the best in an individual. Thank you for being here once again, Dr. Das. How have you been?
I've been very well, thank you. And Sambhaji Nagar is a new word for me, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it will take its time, but I guess, what's in a name, right?
There's a lot in a name.
Or there is a lot in the name, but nevertheless. So, as I was mentioning to you when I was inviting you for this session, we have had a few doctors in the recent past, and there was somebody who took a session for us on hypertension. And there was somebody who spoke about, we've had internal medicine specialists also here. And they have all stressed on the need for meditation. And that as a way to ease your stress and also look at having a better quality of life. And then this for senior citizens as well, not just for people who are working and have a crazy schedule. And which is when I remember this session with Dr. Padiwala from Vocalist Hospital. Mm-hmm. I promised the people here that we will do a session on meditation and how it can really help in mental health. And this is where we are. So how have you been? Otherwise, all well? All
well, thank you.
Fourth wave, any impact in Aurangabad or in your school?
There are a few, but many people are not reporting it. I think they're just treating themselves and getting well at home without going in for regular testing. So the numbers, which may be a little more, which probably should be a little more, is about 40 at the moment, 40, 45.
But it's not impacting the working of the school, etc.
No. But I think we're going to be making masks compulsory in our school. That's definitely coming in on Monday. Just in our school, that's a new thing that's coming.
I guess that's a good thing to do. So over to you. Let's meditate.
Right. And I hope everybody can hear me clearly. And if not, maybe you can send me a message, or Mr. Maheshwari could sort of.
We can hear you very clearly.
Yeah.
Very clearly, yeah.
So everybody keeps talking about meditation, and you need to do this, and you feel this sense of peace and calmness. But getting into the practice is the issue. I've been meditating for many years now. I can't say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put myself at around 6 or 7. I still get distracted, but I cannot tell you the immense benefits that have occurred in my life with meditation. Now, I go through a particular program of meditation, which I'm not going to discuss on this particular group because, it's a private matter. But I'm going to put you through a series of meditations today and probably in the future, just to get you into that calm state. Now, the main thing with meditation is concentrating on your breathing. So that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing is you need to concentrate on your third eye, which is known as your kutashta, the third eye, which is over here. Just between the two eyebrows. The third thing with meditation is, if you can, I would prefer you to sit up straight, with your straight back, but not with your back against the chair, just a little bit forward. The fourth thing would be keeping your hands, both your hands, your palms upwards, and just near, the fold where your legs are and where your tummy is, just over there on the thighs. So the first thing is your breathing. The second thing is concentrating on your third eye. The third thing is sitting up straight as much as you can. And the fourth thing is palms facing upward on your thighs. The main thing about meditation is that it's got nothing to do with changing your inner world. You go into a world where you do not attain peace and happiness just like that. It has to be worked on. So even if you manage a couple of minutes every day and discipline yourselves at a particular time during the day, you can even set an alarm clock, for example, if you're pressurized with time, just sit, keep your eyes closed and breathe in and breathe out and concentrate on the third eye. So there are several things about meditation which I wanted to discuss before I do a session with you. One is it will help you reduce stress, undoubtedly. Your stress hormone called cortisol would certainly reduce. You would find that certain things like your sleep patterns, blood pressure, and anxiety, depression, these things would reduce. Even something like cloudy thinking, where you can't figure out things sometimes, all that would reduce. So again, your stress pattern would, your stress would reduce. Anxiety, as I mentioned, would reduce. Your emotional health would get promoted. So, for example, when a study of 3,500 patients was done, they found that symptoms like depression reduced considerably, and this is related to your emotional health. The other very important thing with meditation is a heightened sense of awareness. I can't explain this to you, but you will find this happening to you in time. You're extremely aware of everything that's happening around you. You begin to predict things that are going to happen. You're able to, in essence, control a lot of things and be prepared for unforetold circumstances. So meditation has a lot of positives in it. Your attention span is definitely going to increase. And in case you're suffering from age-related memory loss, it will certainly help to improve that. There are other very sweet and gentle things that could happen. For example, meditation generates kindness. It helps you fight addictions, for example, drinking, smoking, and things like that. As I mentioned earlier, your sleep patterns would improve. You will be able to control the number of hours that you want to sleep. And the best part about meditation is that you can do it anywhere and everywhere. So let's get started without much ado. Sit up straight, hands, as I said, palms up. Eyes closed or half closed. You can close them halfway. And immediately as you close your eyes, I want you to move your gaze upwards towards your third eye and just stay focused on your third eye. It doesn't matter what thoughts are going through your mind. Let it go through. So stay focused on your third eye, and very importantly, you will be concentrating on your breathing. This is a very simple exercise that I do before I start my main meditation, which is what I want to share with you. You do a double breath out. For example, so can you all do that, please? A double breath. Breathe in. Breathe in and tense your whole body. Again, a double breath out. Breathe in. Tense your body from top to toe. A double breath out. So I want you to do this 3 times. I'll do it with you. Breathe in. Tense. Double breath out. Release your fingers. Breathe in. Tense the whole body. Double breath out. And the last round, breathe in. Tense. Release. Keep your eyes closed. Focus. And just concentrate on the calm feeling that you should have achieved by doing this. Focus on your third eye and concentrate on the calmness that you should have attained just with this simple exercise. Let your thoughts flow. Don't try and control that. Understand the various sensations in your body. Your legs, your arms, your head, your torso. Keep your eyes focused on the third eye. Raise your gaze. Just breathe in and breathe out quietly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last round, breathe in again. And breathe out. And now you can open your eyes with a wide, big smile. We're going to go into a 20-minute meditation now.
I'm going to ask you this question. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. In fact, you all can all ask me questions.
Supposing someone has a physical condition,
yeah,
where breathing in and out is not possible. Okay, somebody is asthmatic, somebody has issues, etc. So, how does one navigate the process of meditation?
Just do your normal. You do your normal breathing, whatever you can manage. Don't force. It shouldn't be forced. A forced type of breathing. That's very important. And definitely it shouldn't be causing, you shouldn't be feeling uncomfortable when you're doing this. That's for sure. So that's very important. The other thing is, if you can't sit up, lie down. It doesn't matter if you go to sleep. You can lie down initially, but preferably not on the bed, preferably if you can manage it on the floor on a mat, a yoga mat, something like that, a chatai. Keep your, put something under your neck so that there's some support. And just lie flat in Shavasana, with your hands out, legs.
Because for a lot of people, like for myself, the nothingness, just chatai and doing nothing actually puts you to sleep.
It happens to all of us, by the way. Even now, I do fall asleep. But that sleep actually is not sleep a lot of the time. You're going into meditation and you have no idea that you've gone into it.
Cool. Over to you.
Okay.
Right.
So let's begin with a few deep breaths, which I've already done with you. So you straighten up, be comfortable. This time you can lean back a little on your chair if you're sitting up. Take a few deep breaths at your pace. Concentrate on the third eye. And I want you to let yourself soften into the present moment. So when I say soften into the present moment, enjoy the present moment. Whatever sensations you're feeling, whatever thoughts you're feeling, the peace and calmness that you may be feeling, just soften your whole body. Let go. Let go of whatever challenging circumstances you may have faced today. And help yourself arrive into this moment without thinking of everything else that has happened to you. As we go through the meditation now, you will hear my voice, and I hope I'm not disturbing you all, but it's essential that I guide you through the process. Begin to notice your body wherever you're seated. Maybe you're seated on a couch, a chair, a bed. Keep your feet planted on the floor. Feel the solidity of the floor. Feel your feet on the floor. Can you feel the connection between your feet on the ground? Can you feel the connection between your feet on the ground? That's your support system. And it will always remind you to go back to whatever sensations that you may feel while your feet are on the ground. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about grounding yourself physically. When you begin to feel anxious, when you begin to feel despair of some sorts, when you begin to feel irritation, frustration, come back to the present moment. Sit down wherever you're comfortable. Close your eyes and put your feet firmly on the ground. This is very important. So you're feeling your feet. Notice other parts of your body softening as a result of this. You'll find other parts of your body resting automatically. Feel your pelvis, feel your back. Notice your stomach area. And just keep breathing in and concentrate on the third eye. Now take a deep breath in. And your stomach area, which is probably a little tense, try and soften that part of the body up. So when I say soften, actually focus on getting the tension out of the stomach area. Feel your hands and fingers and let them become soft. Let them relax. Let your arms and shoulders soften. Let them relax. Ease out the tension in those shoulders. Relax your neck, your throat and facial muscles. Ease out the tension. How are you feeling now? Check your heart rate, your emotions. Are you feeling as tense as you were before we started the session? Check if you need to let something else go within the body. Your knees, thighs, lower back. Focus on softening those areas, relaxing the muscles, easing yourself out. This is your space and your time. Concentrate on this for a minute. Just keep breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's turn our attention towards the sounds around you. Listen to the sounds as they come and go. Horns, people talking, car sounds, sirens. Let it come and go. Nothing affects you. There may be silence where you are also. Just keep listening. Now let's shift the attention to your breath and your body. Feel your abdomen or your chest rising and falling as you breathe in and breathe out. Concentrate on the breath. No hard breathing. The body should be relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out should be relaxed. It should be natural. Always exhale through your nose. So when you breathe in, exhale through your nose. Notice the air moving through your body, through your abdomen, chest. Follow that trail as it goes to the body, through the body. Imagine that trail as fresh air is going through. Go back to your breath. And now I want you to choose an anchor. Well, what do I mean by this? You could think of a flame, a candle flame. You could think of a dot on the wall or a spot on the wall. So choose an anchor which you feel you can follow clearly through your mind's eye. Focus on something. It can be a sound also. It can be the Om sound, whatever you're comfortable with. Whenever your attention wanders, think of the anchor and come back to that. So there are two things you're doing. You're concentrating on your third eye. You're now going to figure out something which is an anchor for you. And every time your mind wanders, the anchor will help bring it back. Bring a sense of peace into the system. Equanimity. Feel one with the world. There have been times in your life when you felt this peace. Think of an instance when you felt this equanimity. May have been very recently, or it could have been in the distant past. But this sense of peace, this feeling, is something I want you to think about and bring to mind an incident, an episode when you felt it. Maybe when you handle something major, felt a certain satisfaction, a certain sense of peace within you once it was over. See if you can remember that time well. Remember the surroundings, the people involved, the circumstances. Remember what you can see, the feelings, the sensations that you could feel at that time, if you can remember it. Remember what you could smell. And most importantly, remember how your body felt at that time. Bring your attention to what you felt in your body. What qualities can you discern? Feel that experience right now. And if there are phrases that you used, try and remember those phrases. For example, I handled it with ease. I've got this. It might not have been easy, but I managed. Whatever sentences you've used, try and remember those. Listen to the sounds as they come and go. Notice what you're feeling presently. Have you achieved a sense of balance and even-mindedness? Check and see if other parts of your body are feeling easy. If there's any amongst you who's feeling uneasy, keeping their eyes closed, please open your eyes only if you're feeling uncomfortable, and focus on something which is pretty, either on the walls or the trees or something. Look out at something that pleases you and just focus on it. And now try to think of a way in which you're not going to have this sense of equanimity all the time. How are you going to bring that sense of peace into your body the moment you feel tense? It could be in relation to another person. It could be in relation to work. It could be in relation to certain things which you're uncomfortable with, you don't know how to deal with. So bring that situation, bring that person into your thoughts right now and figure out how you are going to deal with them and get a sense of peace as you go about working with them. And while you're doing this mentally, notice how your body feels. Is it tense? Which parts of your body are tense? Use phrases to ease out the tension. Ease your body out. Remove the thoughts of the situation or the person that you were worried about. Let it go into the wind. Bring your body back into balance. Breathe easy. Concentrate on the third eye. And if you've chosen a flame or a dot or a spot or a flower, think of that. When I talk about equanimity, it's about being even-minded. It's about balance. And it's about courage. So in your mind, generate these quality and send out thoughts of even-mindedness, balance, and courage. Send those thoughts out, right out into the world. To the people you love, to the people you are uncomfortable with, etc. Send them out to everybody who needs it. Keep breathing. Keep focused on the third eye. Send out peaceful vibrations to the rest of the body. The moment you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes and just take in the sensation of peace and happiness that you feel. I'm open to any questions that you may have or anything that you would like to discuss.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very reinvigorating, I must say. I
hope you didn't fall asleep.
I must say I did cheat a bit. Okay?
That's okay.
There was a call which came, so I had to cheat. But otherwise, very, really, really great. And I'm feeling very light and happy, I must say.
That's the main thing.
Right, absolutely. And I'm sure that's what a host of people have also felt. As it happens, there aren't too many questions, so people were obviously concentrating on the.
I just wanted to say, I don't know whether I mentioned this in the beginning. As you deepen your experience of meditation, nobody's saying that you have to become a yogi or a sannyas, because none of us live in that world yet. But as you deepen your meditation, you will find a lot of things changing in your life automatically. I can't explain it. Your sense of purpose, your focus, your attention to detail, things that you've thought of happen suddenly. It's amazing the kind of stuff that happens with meditation. And you're not asking for any of this. It's just happening as it should be. So it's basically the universe taking care of things, as you go along through life. So if you can work on your meditative experience, even for 5 minutes every day, you are going to find it's making a difference to you and your life. I promise you that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, since I see one question that has come in. Is it okay to meditate at any time of the day for short intervals? Is a question by Susan.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So here's, since there aren't too many questions, I'd like to inform everyone that with Dr. Monika Das, we've been running something called the Seniors Today Healthy Mind Forum. This is a WhatsApp group that exists. There are some 40 odd members that we have. And it's a closed group, so we don't want people to send in forwards and etc. But it's only messages are put up by the admin, and which is Dr. Das and people from the Seniors Today team. So my suggestion is that those of you who and I've put the group ID on the chat. So those of you who would like to do it, like to be part of the group, please join in. And if it's okay with you, Dr. Das, what we can do is, right now it is administered only you and I and someone from the Seniors Today team is allowed to post. But perhaps we can leave this open for a few days so people can relate their experience.
I'm very happy. I'd be very happy to do that. And as long as we keep it related to, the topic in discussion, or anything that's health related. I mean, I'm very happy to get posts also, because sometimes certain members would probably get some very important information which maybe you and I have missed out on. So that can be always passed on the group.
So what I suggest is we keep it open for a week. We'll see how it is. We'll open it from today till next Friday, and assuming that everybody is part of the group. Nobody's talking about political messages or religious messages,
and we don't need to wish each other good morning or good evening either.
Exactly, we don't need to do that. So if the group is disciplined enough and not doing all of that, I think we can just keep it open.
I'm very happy to have an interactive group. In fact, I would prefer that.
Right. So we will do that. Let's try it out for the next 5 days. I have put the WhatsApp group link over here. Those of you who would like to be part of this group, please feel free to join in. There's no entry fee. There's no participation fee, etc. It is just a forum where we would like you to take advantage of. It is as we call the Healthy Mind Forum, right? And that's what it is. Let's take advantage of the fact that we have this. In case you have any views in case you have any questions, you could feel free to ask. But the reason why we are opening it is because I want you all to talk about your experiences with meditation that has been done in this session, so that in case you do have any issues, etc., we could share it over here. Like, we have two questions here. From Jamila Mulki, who asks, should it be on an empty stomach?
Ideally, yes.
Ideally, yes. So,
ideally, yes. So that's why early morning is very good, or maybe 2 or 3 hours after you've eaten something. You know?
And Dinesh Pariwal asks, how can we concentrate on the third eye as well as breathing and body sensing?
This is going to take time. It's going to take time. So what you do is, apart from sitting straight and all that, if you just focus on the third eye and just concentrate on your breathing, just these two things. So every time your gaze drops or wanders off, bring it back to this point. That's the main thing. And the other thing is concentrate on your breathing, not so that you're breathing heavily in and out, but just an easy flow. So start with that for the next couple of days. Even if you can do 2 or 3 minutes during the day, just bring the gaze back, as I said, every time your mind wanders out. We can do a couple of more sessions, different types of meditation, so that, you get more into it, and then you perhaps become a little more disciplined. Once you get into that, you'll find you'll be wanting to explore different kinds of meditations on your own without me around.
Right. We have 2 more questions. One is from Narendra Shah. What is the time duration minimum for meditation?
There is no minimum and maximum, because we've all got monkey minds with monkey thoughts flowing through. So the question of minimum time doesn't arise, but there are people who concentrate. I mean, I do my meditation for about 20-25 minutes every day in the morning. I find that's the best time for me. And I find my day moves very smoothly. I'm able to handle a lot and juggle a lot. So if you're able to do that and you can get to that stage where you can manage 20-25 minutes, great. But then there are others who do it for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't have that time. And I'm sure many of you don't. So, but you need to discipline yourself, and you need to do this for 5 minutes to 10 minutes every day without fail. That's very important. If you want to see changes happening to you, you need to do this. That I'm very clear about.
Right. We have 2 more questions. One from Kashi Vishwanathan, who says, who's thanking us. And is it necessary to sit in a closed off room during meditation?
No.
There's another question that has come in, which is similar. There's a lot of ambient noise, a lot of road noise at the place that I stay. It is difficult for me to concentrate on meditation. What should I do?
If you can get some earplugs, or maybe put some cotton wool into your ears temporarily. But ideally, you'll find in the long run, once you're able to just focus on your breath and your breathing and different kinds of techniques in terms of breathing, you'll find that the sounds that are happening outside, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect you anymore. But that will come in time. It's not going to happen immediately.
Right. There are a couple of more things. There are people who have said, please add my name on the WhatsApp group. Okay, we will try and do that. Jamila Mulkiji, we have your contact. Yasmin Chodiwala, thanks for giving your number. Narendra Shahji, I don't know whether I have your number, but we will add. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, once again, I'm going to give the link over here. Yeah. Please click on it on your phone, which has a WhatsApp, and you will be able to join the group. It's as simple as that. However, those of you who want, you could give us your numbers over here, and we will do that. We will add your number to it. And those of you who are not able to do it just now, you could please send it to us. Okay, our email address is editor editor, editor@seniorstoday.in, which is seniorstoday.in. So we've got a few numbers over here. Those of you who would like to add, and let's all take advantage of it. The moment I get free, I will open up the group also for everybody to participate. We have a few more announcements. One is Seniors Have Talent starts on August 17th. So those of you who have not done so yet, please, and if you are interested in singing, we have a few former participants here. Jamila Mulkiji is a winner, and a few others as well. So please take advantage of that. In a few minutes from now, we will add the link over here for Seniors Have Talent. Season 8 starts now. We've had over 500 participants, around 100 odd winners from, or more from each of these groups, and it is amazing. It is really good. If one reason I'm not been meditating is because I just attend this and I feel very good. I must tell you that. That apart, those of you who are interested in our various events, various health webinars that are there. Next week, we are having a urologist from the Nanavati Max Hospital, a very well-known urologist by the name of Dr. Avnish Arora. And he's going to be there next week. As you can see, our producer is putting up various things on the chat box, so you can register. Dr. Avnish Arora is a well-known urologist, and he's going to be talking about urological complications in senior citizens. So those of you who would like to participate in it, you could do that. What you can also do is just pre-register for all our health webinars. You may not be interested in a few of them, but at least you will get informed, and you don't have to worry about missing on something. The worry thing is only for me to do, because worry is a part of my last name, as you know. So yeah, so that's about it. And we are working on the third anniversary issue of Seniors Today magazine. The third anniversary issue of the magazine is, even as we speak, we are working on it. And this will be out on the 15th of July. 3 years, 36 issues. This is going to be issue number 37. And there's a lot more. And, there's some really top writers writing for the magazine. And it's really interesting that we have taken on this 3-year journey. It's been very, very interesting for me, especially as a journalist who's worked with across media, across news media, etc. The whole thing of dealing with a subject like this, dealing with seniors, is perhaps getting me ready for seniorhood in some years. So I'm able to appreciate that a lot more. Thank you very much, Dr. Das, for being
Always
here.
A pleasure.
I don't even remember the number of times you've been there, but you've been it's been amazing that you are there. And just the session that we've had at one point, there were over 50 people who are attending this session. So it's really amazing that we've had such a fantastic response. As always, if you have any feedback to our sessions and the kind of sessions that you want, you can, once again, we've been putting up this link off and on, like a survey. You can also take part in that. Thank you all. For those of you who have put in their numbers over here, we will surely add you on to the group. And as I said, the group is going to be open for the first time ever since it was set up. And the idea is for you to participate. And as Dr. Das has said, we will have her once again to take some sessions. I'm not very sure there's going to be a Saturday evening like this one, but we will have her once again to do a kind of a refresher of this session. So those of you who are here, you should attend that. We will record your attendance here, and we will send you the details for that session whenever that happens. Thank you very much once again, and have a good weekend.
Good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.